Acting President Duck-soo and U.S. President Donald Trump have confirmed their commitment to bolstering bilateral ties on trade and security. Our correspondent Oh Soo-young reports.
The leaders of South Korea and the United States have signalled interest in a potential win-win package deal amid tensions over tariffs and defence cost sharing. This came during a phone call Tuesday between Acting President Duck-soo and US President Donald Trump, marking the first top-level contact between the two countries since Trump began his second term 78 days ago. It also follows a leadership shift in Seoul, just 4 days after President Yoon Suk Yeol was removed from office by the Constitutional Court, placing Prime Minister Han in full control as acting president. The 28-minute conversation focused on trade and security issues. On trade, both leaders agreed to continue ministerial-level talks aimed at mutually beneficial outcomes, particularly around trade balance. Han highlighted potential cooperation in 3 key sectors: shipbuilding, liquefied natural gas, and trade adjustment. The call came just 16 hours before the US implemented its so-called Liberation Day levies, a 10% baseline tariff on all imports, and a country-specific reciprocal tariffs on goods from South Korea. On security issues, Han called for stronger unity on North Korea's denuclearization as both leaders reaffirmed their dedication to the South Korea-US alliance. They also pledged close coordination on North Korea policies and backed continued trilateral cooperation with Japan. Beyond the formalities, both sides appeared willing to work towards a deal. Speaking to CNN earlier that day, Han ruled out retaliation against Trump's tariffs, unlike China or Japan, and called for a, quote, cool negotiation. On top of last month's duties on steel and aluminium, Washington's latest measures target key Korean exports, such as automobiles, batteries, and machinery. While calling Trump's string of tariffs a pity, Han said he believed a win-win deal between friends could encourage Washington to ease its stance. Meanwhile, Trump took to Truth Social, posting that he had a great call with Han. He said they discussed South Korea's trade surplus, tariffs, LNG purchases, and cost sharing for US troops in Korea. Trump claimed South Korea began paying billions in military costs during his first term, only for, quote, sleepy Joe Biden to cancel the deal. However, no such agreement was finalized. A new cost-sharing pact was signed under Biden last year, raising South Korea's contribution by 8.3% from 2026, with annual increases tied to inflation, marking a significant financial commitment by Seoul. Still, as a growing number of countries strike back against his tariffs, Trump seemed hopeful for a breakthrough with South Korea, saying he saw potential for a great deal. Noting that South Korea's, quote, top team on trade was en route to Washington, he floated a one-stop shopping approach which bundles trade, defense, and industrial policy into one sweeping pact. A South Korean government official told local press on Wednesday that Seoul prioritizes the easing of tariffs. The official added that Trump seemed open to a streamlined package deal, but said sealing a pact will depend on the pace of negotiations and what cards the two sides bring to the table. Oh Soo-young, Arirang News, Daejong.